Welcome back to the Fluent English Podcast, your favorite cozy space to practice simple English through real-life stories, practical vocabulary, and friendly encouragement. I'm Jane.
And I'm Mark.
Mark, I'm so excited for today's chat because we are doing something a little different. Usually, we talk about general topics, but today we are diving deep into a single day, specifically your day.
Oh, my day can be a bit chaotic, Jane. Are you sure our listeners want to hear about my morning coffee crisis?
Absolutely, because you aren't just an English host, you're also a commercial airline pilot. And I think everyone wonders what a pilot's daily routine actually looks like behind the cockpit door.
Well, it's definitely not a standard 9-to-5 office job, that's for sure.
Exactly. And for our listeners, today's episode is perfect for practicing how to describe a daily routine, talk about past experiences, and share stories about work.
Don't worry if you are an intermediate learner at the B1 or B2 level. This episode is tailored exactly for you. The speed is natural but clear.
And if you are just starting out at the A1 or A2 level, don't press pause. You don't need to catch every single word. Just sit back, let the language wash over you, and enjoy the conversation.
Whether you're commuting to work, doing the dishes, or just relaxing with a cup of tea, we are so glad you're here. Let's get started.
So, Mark, let's start at the very beginning. When we teach English learners about the daily routine, we usually teach words like wake up at 7 a.m., eat breakfast, and catch the bus. Does your day look like that?
Not even close, Jane. As a pilot, my routine changes every single week. My morning might actually start at 3 a.m., or it might start at 4 p.m. if I'm flying a transatlantic night flight.
Wow, 3 a.m.? That sounds brutal. How do you handle waking up when the rest of the world is completely asleep?
It takes a lot of discipline and an incredibly loud alarm clock. But honestly, the hardest part isn't waking up. It's the preparation. Because I have to be fully alert the moment my feet hit the floor.
I can imagine. People's lives are in your hands. So, what happens after you get out of bed? Walk us through the steps before you even get to the airplane.
Right. Well, first is the uniform. Everything has to be pristine. Ironed shirt, tie, pilot cap. It's about professionalism. Then, I grab a massive travel mug of black coffee. That's my fuel.
Standard routine so far, clothes and coffee. But what happens when you arrive at the airport? You don't just walk onto the plane and turn the key, right?
No, definitely no keys involved. When I arrive at the airport, I head straight to the flight briefing room. This is where I meet my co-pilot for the day.
Interesting. And then?
Together, we check the weather reports, look at the flight route, and calculate exactly how much fuel we need. We have to prepare for every possible scenario before we ever leave the ground.
That sounds like a lot of paperwork before the fun part begins. But let's talk about the actual flying. Tell us about a memorable experience or something unexpected that happened during one of your shifts.
Oh, there are plenty. But one day from last year really stands out. I was flying a short, 1-hour flight. The weather forecast predicted clear blue skies all the way to our destination.
Okay, sounds like an easy day at the office.
That's what I thought, but about 20 minutes after takeoff, the air traffic controllers gave us a sudden warning. A massive, unpredicted thunderstorm had rapidly developed right in our path.
Oh no, what did you do? Did you fly through it?
Never. You never fly directly into a severe thunderstorm. The turbulence can be dangerous, and the hail can damage the aircraft. We had to make a very quick decision. We looked at our radar, spoke to the controllers, changed our route, and fly completely around the storm.
Wow, were the passengers panicking?
Fortunately, no. My main job in that moment wasn't just flying the plane, it was communication. I turned on the passenger microphone and explained exactly what was happening in a calm, steady voice. I told them, we see the storm, we are taking a safer, scenic route around it, and we will be just 10 minutes late.
That is so important. I think when we hear a calm voice from the cockpit, all our anxiety just melts away.
Exactly. A pilot's voice is just as important as a pilot's hands on the controls. In the end, we landed safely, the passengers clapped, and it just became another day in the life.
That sounds exciting, but honestly, it also sounds exhausting. How do you feel at the end of a long day of flying?
Physically and mentally drained, Jane. Jet lag is real. Changing time zones constantly tricks your body into thinking it's daytime when it's actually midnight.
So, how do you relax? How do you reset your daily routine when your schedule is constantly upside down?
I've learned that consistency in small things helps. No matter what city or time zone I'm in, I try to do the same 3 things when I finish my shift.
What are these 3 things?
First, I go for a 20-minute walk outside to get fresh air. Then I drink a large glass of water, and finally, I read a book for a few minutes before trying to sleep. It signals to my brain that the workday is officially over.
I love that. It shows that even if your external environment is constantly changing, you can create an internal routine that keeps you grounded.
Exactly. You have to control what you can and let go of what you can't.
Mark, these are incredible stories, but I want to ask you some slightly deeper, maybe more personal questions if you don't mind.
Oh no, should I be worried? Go ahead, Jane.
Well, honestly, have you ever been sick of your job? Have you ever thought, that's it, I don't want to see another cockpit in my life?
That is a very honest question, and the honest answer is yes, absolutely. I think every person, no matter how much they love their career, has those days. For me, it usually happens during the winter season.
Really? Why winter?
Because of the constant delays due to snowstorms. You can spend 5 hours just sitting, waiting for permission to take off. On those days, when I'm exhausted, missing my family, and surviving on terrible airport coffee, I do think, why am I doing this?
How do you get past that feeling? How do you find the motivation again?
I look out the window once we finally get above the clouds. No matter how miserable the storm is on the ground, it is always sunny and quiet. That view reminds me why I fell in love with flying when I was a kid. It brings the magic back.
That sounds absolutely breathtaking. Okay, next question. As a pilot who has flown millions of miles and seen it all, what is your #1 advice for passengers?
Oh, I have so many tips, but my top advice is simple. Be kind to the cabin crew.
Oh yes, the flight attendants.
Exactly. Many passengers think flight attendants are just there to serve tea and coffee, but in reality, they are highly trained safety professionals. They are there to save lives in an emergency. If a flight is delayed, it's not their fault. A little kindness and a simple "thank you" go a very long way.
I love that. It's a great reminder for all of us next time we travel. Okay, last quick question. You fly all over the world. Which country is your absolute favorite to visit?
That is a hard one because every place has its own charm. But if I have to choose, it's definitely Japan.
Oh, Japan. Why is that?
As a pilot, I appreciate organization and punctuality, and Japan has all of that. Everything works perfectly. But as a traveler, I just love the contrast between the high-tech streets of Tokyo and the quiet temples in Kyoto. And of course, the food is spectacular.
I am officially jealous now. I think I need to book a flight immediately.
Just make sure I'm the pilot on that flight, Jane.
Deal. Well, Mark, your daily life is absolutely fascinating, but I think it's time for my absolute favorite part of the show.
I knew it was coming. The vocabulary breakdown.
You know me so well. Let's explore some advanced natural words and phrases Mark used today. These are B2 and C1 level terms that will really elevate your everyday English. Ready?
Let's do it. What's our first word, Jane?
The first one is pristine. You mentioned that your uniform has to be pristine. What does that mean?
Pristine means completely clean, fresh, and in perfect condition. It's like something is brand new. For example, he keeps his car in pristine condition. There isn't a single scratch on it.
Beautiful word. Our second term is a phrase, to be groggy. You said you can't afford to be groggy when your alarm goes off at 3 a.m.
Yes. If you feel groggy, you feel weak, dizzy, or unable to think clearly. usually because you just woke up or you're very tired. We often say, I feel so groggy before I drink my morning coffee.
I definitely relate to that one. Word number 3 is divert. You had to divert the airplane to avoid the thunderstorm.
Right. To divert means to change the direction or course of something. In travel, it means going to a different destination than planned. For example, our flight was diverted to a different airport due to heavy fog.
And our final phrase today is grounded. You said an internal routine keeps you grounded.
In this context, feeling grounded means feeling emotionally stable, calm, and connected to reality, even when things around you are crazy or changing fast. An example would be, yoga helps her stay grounded during stressful times.
Those are fantastic words to add to your daily vocabulary notebook. Remember, learning a language is a lot like flying a plane. It takes preparation, a few adjustments when unexpected storms arise, and a lot of practice.
Don't worry about being perfect today. Just focus on making small improvements, one phrase at a time.
And speaking of practice, we want to hear from you. If you enjoyed flying with us today, please subscribe to our channel, Fluent English.
Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Your support helps us keep creating these free lessons for you. See you in the next episode.